What if the world lost oxygen for 5 minutes? Imagine a world where the very air we breathe, oxygen, suddenly vanishes for just 5 minutes. It may seem like a far-fetched scenario, but today, we're going to explore this hypothetical situation to understand the critical role oxygen plays in our lives and the consequences of its temporary absence. The beginning of the end. 5 minutes without oxygen might not sound like much, but in that short span, our world would begin to unravel. In the first few seconds of this hypothetical scenario, chaos would ensue. Oxygen makes up approximately 21% of the Earth's atmosphere, and it's vital for our survival. Without it, we'd experience immediate and dire consequences. Our bodies would be the first to feel the effects. Within seconds, we'd start to gasp for air. Our brains would begin to starve for oxygen, leading to confusion and disorientation. Hospitals would be overwhelmed with patients suffering from oxygen deprivation, fighting for each precious breath. Hospitals, where life-saving medical equipment relies on a steady oxygen supply, would be in crisis. Patients on ventilators, in intensive care, and those undergoing surgery would face immediate danger. Medical professionals would scramble to save lives, but the clock would be ticking. Food for thought. But it's not just humans who rely on oxygen. Plants, the lifeblood of our planet, would also be in dire straits. Photosynthesis, a process that allows plants to produce oxygen, would grind to a halt. The ripple effect would be felt throughout the food chain. Bees, which play a vital role in pollination, would struggle to stay aloft, and crop yields would plummet. In water, marine life would struggle as oxygen levels plummet. Fish would gasp at the surface, and ecosystems would be disrupted. It wouldn't take long for food shortages to grip the planet. Aircraft and transportation, commercial airplanes rely on oxygen for both passengers and crew. At cruising altitudes, the air is thin, and oxygen is pumped into the cabin to keep everyone safe. Without it, passengers and pilots would lose consciousness within minutes. On the ground, our cars and trucks would sputter to a halt. The combustion engines we depend on can't function without oxygen. Our transportation systems would grind to a standstill. The chemistry of our atmosphere would also undergo rapid changes. With oxygen gone, nitrogen, the most abundant gas in our atmosphere, would take center stage. Nitrogen would react with various substances, creating harmful nitrogen oxides that can damage our respiratory systems. In the aftermath of this 5-minute oxygen crisis, air quality would plummet, leaving us to breathe in toxic air. Without oxygen, the Earth's greenhouse effect would weaken. Temperatures would begin to plummet rapidly. Within minutes, we'd find ourselves in a mini ice age. Survival would become an immediate concern as we struggle to adapt to the sudden, frigid conditions. After those long 5 minutes, oxygen would gradually return to our atmosphere. But the damage would be done. Ecosystems would be disrupted, many species would face extinction, and the scars of this event would remain for generations. The global community would need to come together to address the lasting effects and prevent such a catastrophe from happening again. It would serve as a stark reminder of just how interconnected our world is and how crucial it is to protect our environment. Conclusion. While the scenario we've explored today is purely hypothetical, it underscores the vital importance of oxygen to life on Earth. We must take action now to preserve our planet's fragile balance and ensure that future generations can continue to breathe freely. Let this serve as a wake-up call, a reminder that every breath we take connects us to the delicate web of life on this beautiful, blue planet we call home. Attention, folks. Brace yourselves for an electrifying contest custom-made just for you. We're on the hunt for the video topic that sets your heart racing, so spill those fantastic ideas right in the comments below. The topic that steals the spotlight with the most votes will be transformed into a mesmerizing video by our talented team. But here's the real kicker. The fortunate winner not only sees their idea brought to life but also scores a free assignment or essay on the house. Books, movie, camera, no time to dilly-dally. Folks, go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and get in on the action. Stay glued to your screens because the big reveal of our champion will be splashed across our upcoming videos.